I also still have popcorn stuck to my shirt from last night because I just rested the entire tray of snacks right on my chest, basically. As I was laying back in this chair, and it was so comfortable, and then they gave me my tray of snacks, and then I just set them right here, and then I barely even had to move my hand. It was highly convenient. I really liked it. So I had snacks in this movie. Love snacks. Hey everyone, welcome to Scene by Dawn. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Red Sparrow with Jennifer Lawrence. This movie is directed by the same director who brought us the Hunger Games movies. So we know that there's going to be great action and also isn't afraid of violence. That is basically what this film is just a sequence of violence and torture. There's this woman, her name is Dominika. She lives in Moscow, Russia. She's a ballerina and she's really good at it. She's really great at being a ballerina, and then an accident happens and she's no longer able to dance. She takes vengeance for this accident, and in that we see really how vicious she is as a person, and then later we realize that maybe it's a part of her blood because her uncle is part of the Russian government equivalent of the CIA. So she does a job for this uncle of hers, and then she sees something that she's not supposed to see, and then she has to make a decision. Is she going to sell herself to this life, or is she going to die? He recruits her into this like spy program, which they call Red Sparrows. They're specially programmed and educated towards manipulation and being spies, manipulative spies. That's what they're good at. They're good at being manipulative spies. So she goes to spy school. It's like the worst possible environment. Like it's like Hogwarts, but worse. It's a bad Hogwarts, and you do not want your name called by the teacher in this school. Like that does not mean the teacher likes you, and it does not mean that you are a teacher's pet. Like if they call your name, that's bad. Like you do not want to be made an example of in the classroom environment in spy school, because bad things happen. Ugh, yuck. So then she becomes this Red Sparrow spy. She's been highly educated in manipulation and coercion and psychological warfare and all of this. Then she gets embroiled in this relationship with an American agent. And of course, you know, you don't know who is telling each other the truth and what the game plan is and who's playing who. And there's all these switcheroos and this back and forth. I did find it a little bit ridiculous that the American agents would push to have any involvement with her because they knew exactly who she was. And it's just like, well, if you guys know the reputations of Red Sparrows, then why would you even try to be involved with her or get close to her because you're trying to protect this other person? I don't know. I just felt that was foolish on their part. So it just kind of made them look dumb, in my opinion. I really liked how it all played out. I thought it was really interesting. It kept me interested throughout the whole thing. It also kept me kind of terrified because there is a lot of torture and it's really gross. Everybody gets cut in this film. Like nobody is safe. There's so much blood. There's so much torture. I learned a lot about various torture tools. I learned more about skin grafting tools than I ever realized that I needed to know. And like there's this guy and he holds this tool up and he's like, do you know what this is? And I was like, no, I don't know what that is. And he goes, do you want me to tell you what it is? And I was like, no, I don't want you to tell me what that is. But he told me anyways. And it's this skin grafting tool that they use for like skin grafting procedures or burn victims. And what it does is it just takes off like a very thin layer of your skin. And so he'll just keep doing that over and over until he sees the white of your bones. Ugh, it was so gross. And then of course, you know, they use it and I was just like, oh, it was just so horrific. This was kind of like a sexy role for Jennifer Lawrence because she's this, you know, Russian spy, and I guess female Russian spies are sexy. Those parts though, a lot were cut from the version that I watched because it's here in the UAE, so it was censored, so I didn't see a lot of that, so I can't really comment on how sexy she was. She did wear this one really horrible dress to the first mission that she had, and I don't know, I really think that as a government agency they could choose a better dress than one that just completely suffocates her chestal region. You know, there's no need to abuse that area. You know what I mean? Where it looks like they're just gasping for breath. now. And it was really ugly. Like the sleeves were really, I was like, that is an ugly dress. Why would you get one of your agents to wear a dress like that? Like that just looks horrible. That was bad. Another thing that was negative about this film are the Russian accents. They're just completely inconsistent. Like there were some people who they started out having sort of like a British-esque accent, you know? You can tell that they're from another country, but they've taken on a British type of accent. And so she started out like that. And then later on in the film, all of a sudden she has more of a thicker Russian accent. I was like, wait, what happened to your accent there? And then there were some people who started out their sentences strong with the Russian accent, and then it just kind of slipped back into the American accent. Like, it was just really inconsistent. But I knew that going in, and I think it would have bothered me a lot more if I hadn't known that. I think I would have fixated more on that and then kind of lost the story. But because I knew that ahead of time, I was able to dismiss it. So just forget about the Russian accents. Remember that they are Russian characters, but they don't really do well with their accents. So I give this film a B. I thought it was great entertainment. I was grossed out a lot, and it made me react physically, and I felt like really creeped out. I was holding the blanket over my face. My friend and I were commenting to each other throughout the movie, trying to figure out what was going on. So I like movies like that where it does get me to react. So I thought it was good. Go and check it out. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like skin grafting. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that little bell so you don't miss out on anything that I've seen. Scene by Dawn.